Hello everyone, welcome new viewers and my lovely moonians. This is Gypsianmoon coming up with another pick a card reading. In today's reading, we will be looking into, what are we looking into, Spirit? What have they realized and the confessions, their thoughts and messages for you? Yeah, that's the topic. So what was shown to me was like, I've pulled out like 6 tarot cards from 2 different decks, pulled them out yesterday. So these are 3 piles in front. See which one are you feeling drawn towards. We will, through these cards, look into what they've realized, maybe pull out a few clarifiers and then go into the confessions, things which were left unsaid, things they want to say to you. All right, depending on different scenarios. So this is number 1, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. See which one are you feeling drawn towards. Pause the video if you want, and you'll find the timestamps in the description box as well as the comment section. So take your time and I'll see you soon. Hello, number 1. For those who were drawn to this pile, so let's begin with what they've realized. This could also be a synopsis of the current situation or recent past. All right, we'll look into what comes through and then derive what they've realized about this connection or in regards of you or the way they went with the relationship they were handling, all of that. All right, so let's begin. First card, we have the 10 of Swords coming in reverse. We have Ace of Swords coming in reverse. Blocked communication, a little bit of confusion, miscommunication, things half said. It's almost like a self-preservation kind of a thing which is coming in. We have the Page of Wands, a little erratic, impulsive. Things would change on a whim. And we have the 5 of Wands coming in reverse. There was a lot of outside influences or a lot of distractions in this person's life. Like so much so they were focusing on so many things, catering to so many things that they couldn't really focus on this connection of sorts is the energy which is coming through. This person also realizes that it would have been better if they told you what was going on in their life. For whatever reason, they kept the drama away from you is something which is coming in. Another energy is, it could have been that the people in their environment who are significant to this person, they were kind of in the know, like in the sense they were a little resistant about this relationship between the two of you. That's also coming in. That may have influenced the way they were handling things. There were certain obligations which they couldn't let go of, and it also feels like certain personal limitations or hurdles that they weren't ready to step out of and be a little more fearless. And this could have been a person who was very quick to rebuke, be blunt, impulsive, cut things off rather irrationally or out of anger, very feisty person, quick with the jabs. What else? We have the 8 of Cups coming in, and we have the Chariot coming in, which is Cancer Major Arcana number 7 coming through. This person may have left, or the separation occurred because they had other obligations, goals that they had to focus upon. Their priorities were somewhere else. And through distance, they realized certain things about love that you were teaching, but in they couldn't understand when they were with you. A little bit of separation is what helped them ruminate and understand what you were offering. It's something like They were very immature in the way they handled you, and very hot and heavy at times, and aloof the next moment, kind of a thing. There wasn't any steady momentum. Very self-absorbed energy which is coming in. And if this person moved away or whatever the separation occurred, this person wants to come in and overcome any kind of hurdles that may have been there, especially the one they have been postponing certain things. They created a lot of obstacles where there wasn't any need of doing so. Apprehensions, fears which blocked them, and it's almost like they were trying to, like, whenever it came to feelings and all of that, they couldn't express it properly, and they would just push their feelings away. So it wasn't like they were running from you, but they were running from their own selves, and that's the energy which is coming through. That's what they've realized. In a way, it's nice that there's accountability in a way of sorts coming in, of how they may have immaturely reacted perhaps on a particular thing which caught them off guard, something which came from your front, a truth they weren't ready to accept, maybe in regards to their feelings, or maybe you said something, you called them out, and they didn't react to it maturely. They were just, I was breaking into English, into Hindi. They just put the guards up and like backed off. That's the energy which is coming in. So it was very instant and not really thought of. This person was very quick to judge, came in with prejudices. What's clarifying? We have the Three of Cups coming in. Yeah, Three of Cups coming in reverse. It does feel like the disharmony was caused due to outside influence. Or maybe, like, their lifestyle choices was such that they wanted everything to be a little surface level, to be casual, to keep things on a friendship level. Or even if you are in a relationship, they weren't really like, they won't emote too much. And with the lifestyle, it's coming in like, maybe this person was into partying and everything, like seeking outside validation, wanting attention from everywhere, kind of a thing which is coming in. They also they felt very overwhelmed due to everything which was going on, and felt pressured at that time, and this is the best way they could react, because that's a pattern of theirs which they have been repeating relationship after relationship. Whenever things get serious or conflicts start happening, they avoid such things. Anything else? We have the Empress coming in, number 3 coming through, Taurus and Libra Major Arcana, Venus influence coming in. Yeah, they got a little intimidated by you. Because I also feel like in the most respectful way, they couldn't swing you in any direction, sway you. And even if you went along for some time, there came a point where you stood up for yourself and you set some healthy boundaries. On cutting, we have the Ten of Swords coming in. This person right now is letting go of certain things and is ready to leave their karmic patterns, guilts of the past. They regret how they treated you. That's what's coming in. And in the past, they may have easily shifted the blame onto you for why things didn't work out, why there was a need for separation and all of that. And I suppose all you were asking for was being of honesty, integrity, equality, balance, something a little more grounded and not so wishy-washy. And this person choked and backed off. That's what's coming in. Before we go into the confessions, I just want to see a little bit of advice coming in for you before we go into that. And as So I was like sitting down once again because I was drawn to this deck for the oracle advice. You seem like a missed opportunity. For some, it bifurcates now. For some, this person will be returning on their realization. Spirit, for number one, what's the advice coming in? All right, interesting. We have balance coming in. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. It's almost like the points, cross points, the folk at which you were challenging them to step it up, to evolve. They resisted it. We have wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. So the advice over here is restore your own balance. You have given a lot in this connection, in this relationship, and it's now time for you to hit the pause button, retreat a little, pour into your own cup of love, and see what happens. That's the energy which is coming in. It's a little open-ended, but that's the focus in the now, significant for you. And I feel that you are already, it's also like there's certain kind of glow up which is occurring. You may have been a little panicky when this person was around because it was quite chaotic, erratic. So it's destabilized you, but with the distance, it has benefited you. And they can see that through whichever means, even through friends talking about you, kind of a thing which is coming in. You could be an influencer, or your social media is something where they are gaining a lot of perspective about what's going on in your life. That's also coming through. This is a very specific situation which is coming in, so we're just talking in that regards. All right, let's begin with the confessions. And also, if this person comes back, I haven't read what is over here. They want to be a little more balanced because they don't want this cycle to repeat itself again. They want to come forth, when they come forward, in a more mature manner where they can showcase to you through their actions that you are vital, you are significant. I'm not pushing you away, kind of a thing. I'm serious this time. That's the energy which is coming through. They needed some time to get serious, to be ready to grow up. That's what's coming in. You have no idea the pain you have caused me. So yeah, if you feel like this person is not at all affected by what has gone on between the two of you, it has affected them, but they just don't speak about it. Your sexy body has me drooling, with the Empress also coming in. They're very attracted to you. You are their perfect person, is the energy which is coming through. A dream come true. And some people don't end up mustering up the courage to do what is required to win the heart of the Empress. Okay. I don't desire anyone the way I desire you. So even if they thought they may want to play the field, no, keep their options open. The grass wasn't greener, apparently. That's what they've realized. And they may have put a distance between themselves and this connection because they knew if they gave the focus to you properly, in an honorable way, is something which is being said, it would have engulfed them and there was no going back, is something which is coming in. And there's a slight bit of them, because this is a stoic, proud person. Pride may have come in the way. There's a bit, what was I saying? There's a slight part of them which is acknowledging the cowardice that they showcased. Okay, we have I'm shutting you out. And this shutting you out is coming in because they have, even in the distance, they've realized like the way they feel for you. Even after the things which have been said, the arguments which have happened and all of that, there's a bit of ego death which is coming in. And they're constantly thinking about you, and they have to, in order to stop it, they have to like consciously um, put a lid on it. Like they have to control their thoughts, because their thoughts go towards you, like run towards you, end up they end up thinking about you unconsciously, and then they become conscious of what is going on, and creating up an upheaval. There's a bit of regret also coming in with the way they treated you, and all of that is too much. So like, someone who's wanting to build their career and all of that, so they're pouring into that area of their life, and their heartstrings, his or her, or their heartstring is pulling them towards you, nudging them towards you. So it's like it's getting irritating for this person. It's very hard for them not to reach out to you, to speak to you the way you both used to. They also wish that things were like before. A part of them also acknowledges the fact that if they come back this time, there will be certain kind of resistance that you will put up for them to overcome. I've told my family about you. It's like the confusion still remains. And in the past also, I feel this is a kind of a person who likes to take advice while making while making life decisions. And if they were getting mixed inputs in regards to how to take things forward, whether or not to take things forward with you, it was conflicting, and it caused further more confusion for them. I want to make things right coming in. I just heard it's all going to be uphill now. That's what's coming in the sense of they know that this person unnecessarily making things so complicated. Okay, I still need time to figure things out, to get my life together, to work through certain things. What else would you like to say? I wished upon a star for you and the love. And it manifested. This person could be manifesting you also unintentionally, is coming in because they're constantly thinking about you. And you may find yourself thinking about them too randomly, even if you have moved on and you are in a very happy relationship now. I hope someday the timing will be right. Can't just leave it up to fate and do nothing about it. You awakened so many things in me, and at the not precipice, where they were in life, it was getting too much. You just surprised me, caught them off guard by something that you sent them. 1111, the signs are everywhere. This person, even if they're shutting you out, the universe is reminding them of you and the connection, something that you said. They're hearing about you a lot, or like, they're getting reminded of you. They can't ignore you. So even if they are consciously trying to shut you out, the environment is not really allowing them per se to shut you out completely. You deserve so much better. And I had a toxic past which plagiarized this connection between the two of you, and complicated things because they were in the ego, because the ego was helping them defend their heart and everything, their orientation and stuff. Because it's almost like, I can say it in Hindi, but it felt like, if they got vulnerable, it'll distort everything. That's what's coming in. And with the awakening, it brings about many things, and it also brings about old poisons that we have been holding on to, and they weren't ready at that time to be able to navigate through those things. That's what's coming in. Of course, this person is contemplating a lot, will require more time to sort themselves out, their life out, their thoughts out, to even get a link between their mind and the heart. They have hopes for the future, but they seem a little bleak. That, like, it's almost like they can postpone it for the future, and that's what the invigorating part was, or frustrating part was, the pause, the postponement which was occurring. It was kind of uncalled for when you see it from your perspective. From their perspective, it made total sense. But the thing is, they decided for two people, not just one. From the perspective of one, only one. So that's what's coming in. And they have you with the Empress which came in, they have you on a pedestal. And self-worth is something that they are working through, because the outside influence and everything, like, being the life of the party, catering to their friends, and not having being in the good books of everyone, pleasing everyone. That's also a form of wanting validation outwardly, and it reflects a little self-worth aspect that they have to work through, or had to work through. It's almost like this person was trying to be too spontaneous and evasive at the same time. And in a way, their time ran out with you. That's the surprise also which came in. They didn't anticipate for you to cut things off so abruptly. Let's take out a few more before we end this reading. I find you irresistible, which is true. I am very anxious, even if they acted nonchalant. When it comes to the matters of the heart, it gets them nervous. They're anxious about the future. They're anxious of your receptivity if they reached out. I love my freedom right now. Yeah. Hyper independent, and it's stemming from childhood also, with everything that they've, not just romantic past experiences, but from the childhood also. I keep checking my phone, hoping that you'll say something, reply, or a message will come in. I love you too, babe. I fear rejection. I didn't have the courage before. You're such a lovely surprise. I've never really had a long-term relationship. I won't forget you. My heart wouldn't let me. You come in only to leave, coming in with, could have been, especially like you could be feeling the same way, especially if you've had many terms with this person, in the sense of like many cycles with this person. I could never keep you happy, especially at that time. So there's this acknowledgement coming in, because life was a handful. You couldn't handle it for you couldn't handle it for me. I had to do it on my own. That's the, I still need time and all, like, the healing that had to be done on their own accord with free will and all of that kind of a thing. So that's that. I'll just say, like, if given a chance, this person would like reconciliation with you and a fresh start. But I feel even in the now, they're not really that ready for something serious, is something which you could keep in mind. And of course, depending on the choices that you make, whether to wait or move on, because there are certain people who have moved on, know that something more deserving will be entering your life, where the next person's absence also will not lead to self-doubt, which was a case over here. So you both learned something, karmic lesson, which was learned over here. So that part of learning, that karmic contract between the two of you is now null and void, is completed. Sure, there is a potential of reconciliation, but the choice is yours, is something which is coming in. All right. So I hope this was beneficial for you. And if you enjoyed this reading, please do hit the thumbs up. And I hope to see you again. Until next time, Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely Moonians. Hello, number 2, for those who were drawn to this pile. So let's begin with, what has your person realized about you, about the way they handled the connection, the relationship between the two of you, and overall, let's see what's coming in. All right. So the first card we have is the 7 of Wands coming in. They're realizing their real desires in regards to you. Let me just pull out all the cards. Spread the cards over here. We have Hierophant coming in, Taurus Major Arcana with number 5. We have Justice, Libra Major Arcana coming in reverse. We have the Empress also coming in. What? It's interesting because the Empress is the culmination of Taurus and Libra also. So Venus energy comes in with this one. Interesting. Where there was resistance, there doesn't seem to be any resistance, but only clarity in order to come towards you and bring in restore the balance between the two of you, because you're the one for them. It's almost like you're the end goal. They want progress with you, and they know that they have to initiate and showcase that to you how valuable you are to them, because they have been in the past quite adamant of suppressing it in a way, or keeping you in the loop but not giving you everything, kind of a thing. They don't want to play mind games, is something which is coming in. They want the deceptions to go away. That's what's coming through. I also feel that you are someone they may have gotten a little intimidated by, because you can be quite blunt. You can be soft, kind, gentle, as well as protective, as well as a warrior when it's required, according to the situation, according to who deserves what, how to be dealt with. That kind of a discernment energy which is coming in over here. This person could be in authority also. If this is a third party scenario, known third party scenario, it's just a specific message which is coming in. It's not for everyone. There's complication in the separation going on right now. So the delay is due to that. You have the heart. Apart from that, from these, we have 8 of Wands coming in reverse. Yeah, there are certain truths that they have not been able to tell you. And we have the 9 of Cups, that this person realizes there's no one like you. And this person feels a little foolish for the way they approached you, the impression they gave to you. You are their wish fulfillment. For clarification, no, not for many. This person wants to speak the truth. They want something long term with you. It's probably dawning upon them, but it's not like it's a sudden realization which is occurring. It's just someone who has been very slow to implement their understanding about their own desires, what they want with you. But they see the potential. They have been seeing for a very long time, and you have been very loyal to this person also. And this is the kind of a person who has a lot of issues trusting people easily. So it's a good thing. But sometimes one can be too guarded or too suspicious of other people's intent. They're in awe of you. This person may have felt also shy in front of you, or a little inadequate when it comes to you, when they compare themselves to you, because they feel you can have anyone. And it's very easy, like, people look up to you also for advice, kind of a thing, which is coming in. Leadership energy, which is coming through. Very loving, unconditional love, which is coming in. The father and the mother kind of energy, which is coming in over here. Okay. Spirit, how can we clarify this, please? You have the Queen of Cups. They were quite self-centered in a way. The focus is within at this moment. There's certain kind of healing of the past which is going on. And they want to overcome their own self-limiting thoughts, things which kept them away. They want to overcome the challenges and come towards you. That's the energy which is coming through over here. There's certain complications which they are overcoming, or certain responsibilities they are fulfilling before they can rush back to you. All right, we have the 4 of Cups coming in. This is them realizing or acknowledging there have been a lot of delays, and they gave you an impression that they took you for granted, kind of a thing. And we have the Queen of Cups coming in reverse again. I also feel they weren't in the past ready to be receptive to the love that you gave, because there was something which was ingrained in them where they felt love is not easy, that they're not worthy of love, kind of a thing. 5 of Cups, a lot of regrets over the way they handled things with you, the way they may not have shown up. We have the Page of Pentacles, very slow, erratic, not following up with what they are promising, back and forth, not ready to learn what was being taught at this moment or even act upon it, even if there was acknowledgement of things that had to be worked upon, but there was very strong resistance coming in. I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. And they put everything on hold. And we have the Knight of Cups also coming in. They want a new start with you. And at the bottom, we have the Hanged Man. So right now, they are gaining certain perspectives, because it could have been that they were, in the recent past, or even in the last 1 month or 2 months, they were being very defensive, elusive, almost trying to protect their own truth or their mental health somewhere down the line. And this person right now is ruminating as to how to approach you. What to text you is also something which is coming in. Or if they call, what can they say? That kind of energy is coming in. They want a new start with you. Self-love is something that they are working upon. We have the King of Swords also coming in. Yeah, the King of Swords, when it comes in reverse, becomes quite irrational, a little too cocky. My way or the highway kind of a thing. But certain things have happened in the life, whether directly linked to you, or another thing in the environment or something. Some friendships which are now going away, some kind of rude awakening, which led to certain kind of humbling. So a little bit of karma which is playing out is something which is coming in. Quite manipulative. It's almost the energy of stringing along or breadcrumbing or giving you hope, false hope, which was projected a lot to hook you. And I feel that there came a point where the patience ran out at your end. And you saw right through the facade. Anything else that wants to be said? Queen of Pentacles. They're recognizing that they acted like a miser. They took a lot. They wanted to be valued, but they weren't offering something of value to you. Like, if you want to be valued and, like, loved and all of that, then you have to also put in the effort, right? But this person just wanted to take and have it their own way. Doesn't really go on for so long, right? Let's just change this tea light and then get back to the reading. If this bit made sense, then let's look into the advice coming in for you. And we'll go into the confessions. There's this energy of holding on to their cards, keeping them hidden kind of a thing. And they never really got the chance of unearthing, revealing to you what they really intended with you. That's the energy which is coming in somewhere down the line. And let's see. Spirit for number 2, what's the advice coming in? All right. We have healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. All right. Reconciliation energy is coming in. It's almost an adolescent point of view which is coming in. They were just hoping that things will fall into place, but they didn't really put it together that, like, if things keep repeating themselves, then where is the change stemming from? It has to be initiated. That's what's coming through. But they do want healing. There's still some karma, or a few more cycles is what is coming in to be played between the two of you. We have this card which has fallen out, and it says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Soulmates help each other grow, help each other realize parts of their souls. And in the past, if you were mirroring them or something, like, you were showcasing to them what had to be healed within, and there was certain kind of subconscious block to that. And this person seems to be opening up to it, has started to become a little more honest. And irrespective, I also feel, if you are, one more additional thing, if this is a person from the past types, the lesson was to learn how to choose yourself and make choices that empower you. And it began a healing journey, and soon a soulmate will manifest. Soon is coming in. The lesson was to become your own soul's mate first, coming in for both. I feel like you've moved on from me. It may or may not be true, but that's what they're feeling. It's coming in through their perspective. I've been dreaming of you. See this? I'm afraid of commitment, like a mental block. They may see commitments as a responsibility which they can't take at this moment, couldn't take at that very moment. They weren't ready. I love when you flirt with me. With the desire, there's a lot of desire this person has. They find you very irresistible. Because consume their thoughts a lot. I kept the texts. You may have deleted their messages and all of that because you're ready to move on, but they still have your texts, everything that you sent to them, said to them. They reread those also and gain perspective now. I know I'm the one to blame. I want to prove my love to you through actions. If this person does come around, see their actions, because I feel they will be putting in effort, not to love bomb you, but this time around, they want to come in with pure intentions of getting you back and not just hooked, of earning your love, rekindling the playfulness that was shared between the two of you, that sparked so many interesting conversations. I also feel like this person can easily compartmentalize things, and this person consciously oversimplified things between the two of you. Like the kind of draw they had towards you with the Empress which came in, and the way that you are on their mind. They may have judged it as very lusty, but it runs deeper. What else would you like to say? Yeah, exactly. I am healing my inner child wounds. I want to be show first. I want to approach you, but you are the yin to my yang. They recognize this is a deep connection. and they cannot deal with it superficially anymore. I've been spying on you, keeping tabs on you. Maybe this person was about to message you or something, you posted something and they completely misjudged it because they have a very strong jealousy streak which they have kept hidden from you. Look at this yin and yang coming in, and so much speculative energy which is there. Fear of rejection also, healing that needs to be done. Oof. It's like a bubble that they want to keep themselves safe in. I feel I'm losing this chance with you. And on cutting, we have my pride got in the way. Clearly it did. Let's look into a few chits. Oh my God, so many. You inspire me to become better. And it's good that they are not taking it to their ego now. You're perfect in my eyes, perfect imperfections. This person is floored by you and their ego got in the way. Maybe they said to themselves, you're falling too quickly for number two. Pull back. You'll only get hurt. And it didn't really help the connection. They set a tone. The real me belongs to you. This is the higher self coming in. It's not even the higher self. It's powered by the higher self, higher consciousness. But this is what the truth is. I don't deserve love coming in. I think I spoke about it. Or was it number one? I feel tied up in a karmic mess and they don't know what to do. Like they feel a little caged by it. I don't know how to relax, work oriented. Could be a workaholic and they completely dove into their work and all of that, ignoring or nurturing the connection bond between the two of you. I did like you a lot. I just didn't say it or had a funny way of showcasing it to you. Your texts and calls feel amazing. They always felt very enthusiastic. They still do, of some sorts coming in. Yeah, the messages and everything. It's like if you are in no contact, this person is again and again reading or ruminating about the last conversation that you both had. That's coming in. I'm talking about you with others to gain perspective, to understand things better, or even a little bit of venting which may be going on because it consumed them and it made them feel quite destabilized at the end of it. It was just a reaction, a response to feel fearful and a retreat kind of a thing, which is being acknowledged over here. It's good that they're trying to gain perspective. Let me just take them all so that I know what all is there. In the sense of like how many. Let's do this first. I just want to feel real love, feel the home that I live in because I got too much life running through my veins. Angel coming in. And there's this deep desire to have that someone in your life you deeply love, can't live without. There could have been distance also, physical distance, which was coming in as a hindrance for this person. But you felt like home. You still feel like home, like their person, like part of the family kind of thing. And this person, it's a little messed up. They're distorted. It's almost like their understanding of love and relationship is a little dysfunctional. In the sense of could be like your form of love is agape, and what they have experienced or want are used to is the love form of eros. It's almost like someone who gets excited or relies on spark, even if the past person, some like people in the past were, they like chasing and all of that. It's almost like they got into relationships or fell in love with people they knew somewhere down the line will not be interested in them. So the whole thing of chasing, gaining their love and all of that, taking on the gamble, like while knowing that there are higher chances that there won't be so much success or fulfillment, it was safer going into those things rather than, and they feel scared when it comes to someone who's giving unconditional love. So maturing, which needs to be done. Still holding on, you're still the one. You're still the one. I am secretly in love with you. Get ready for me. When you least expect it, this person will start bombarding you with their attention, with calls and everything. Let's meet up and how are you, kind of a thing. And you may feel like, where's this enthusiasm coming in from? Hi, hello, how are you? You are too precious. We're not on the same page. At least from their perspective, you're not on the same page. It could also be maybe you also don't really want a relationship just yet, but they're already presuming that that is what you deserve and you deserve the best and all of that. Maybe I'm made equipped for relationships. I don't know. Maybe I'm not made equipped for relationships. I don't like, relationships aren't my thing, kind of a thing, which was there in their mind. I feel judged, a portrayal to play coming in. With this one coming in, it also feels like you got a little exhausted with the way things were, and you may have finally taken a judgment call based on the face value, on the face of things, how they were. You made a judgment call on in regards to that because perhaps you realized that it wasn't really going anywhere. There was stalemate going on. This person felt a little deceptive. It was a little hard for you to trust them because they would say something, do something else, immediately would ghost you. They always came up with excuses and all of that, and after a point it got irritating. So maybe you realize that this is not really fulfilling anymore and I need to try something else now. This person is confused as to what their next step needs to be. I feel that there's a lot of communication which is required, like honest heart-to-heart conversation, which is very much required. But that honest heart-to-heart conversation requires them to be vulnerable and open. And that's spooky for this person. That's what's coming in. But they do want to come back, rush back to you if given a choice. Because they realize that you're the one for them. This person is strategizing in order to re-enter your life. That's coming in quite a bit. They may be asking their friends, taking their help, keeping a check on you also. It could have been like, if you have actually moved on, they want to approach you, but they know that you have someone else in your life. So that's why they may be refraining from doing so. But given a chance, this person wants to come back. because they're now sure, or getting to that point where they're sure of what they want. They'll only come back. It's like they just want you in their life, and in a way hoping that you'll wait for things to sort out and all of that. Maybe they won't say it because it may seem too demanding or arrogant from their end. Oh, it's so cloudy. Everything's so cloudy. There's recognition, but also nervousness, which is coming in at the same time. This person misses you a lot, a lot. Your absence is felt quite significantly. Even if you pulled away for a week, that also gets them on a roller coaster kind of a thing, which is coming in. And if it's been more than that, you can only imagine the impact it has had on them. So that's what's coming in. I hope this was beneficial for you, and I hope the best comes through for you, and may the best be with you. If you enjoyed this reading, please do hit the thumbs up, and until next time, Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe high, my lovely Moonians. Hello, number 3, for those who were drawn to this pile. Let's begin with what has your person realized. And then we'll go into the confessions and messages. All right. So let's see what have they realized about you, about this connection, or the way they handled certain things. Let's see what acknowledgement is coming in. First card, we have the Tower. Starting with a dramatic, unexpected flair. All 3 piles have a theme. We have Ace of Cups coming in, talking about unexpected. We have the 8 of Wands coming in. And the Hermit. Virgo Major Arcana coming in. Whew. Okay, and we have the 4 of Wands coming in reverse, along with the 10 of Cups coming in reverse. This person has realized them denying your access to them slowly chipped away the health of this bond between the two of you. This could have been someone who was very adamantly apprehensive of taking things forward. It also could be that with the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups coming in, there's certain kind of discord in their family unit, which may be causing in a lot of delays for the union to occur between the two of you. That's why this person at times requires time out from you, because there's too much drama which is going on, and they want to keep you away from all of that drama because you don't deserve that. I also feel could have been it's like something happened, hit them like a eureka moment kind of a thing. Certain kind of redemption which led to certain kind of separation or no contact also. And the truth of the situation hit them. Also realizing why they were resisting taking things forward with you, or how chaos is something that they're so used to, that something so peaceful, nurturing was daunting for them. Anyways, I just feel this person is very excited to tell you that they're in love with you. They want a new chance with you. They want to amend things. They have a lot of things that they have left unsaid. certain conflict, certain confrontation, certain separation brought in this reckoning for this person, how they were acting so oblivious to certain things, to the reality of what this bond was. We have the Ten of Swords coming in reverse, unable to let go of the past, to find closure in the past, because perhaps in the environment, certain things were repeating themselves and they were stuck in karmic cycles and they couldn't see beyond it. And they couldn't take on the opportunity that you provided to them is something which is coming in. All three piles have had this runner energy. And these runners who are realizing on their marathon that they have been on, it's a theme. It's almost like the divine masculines are like, coming, shifting from victimhood, blame game, immaturities, which stirred in response to safeguard themselves, boost their ego, reduce any guilt, all of that just shifting away, and truth, collective truth, which is on the rise. All right, can we get some clarification, please, Spirit? Okay, I was asked to do this. The wheels are turning. We have the Hermit coming in reverse, Virgo Major Arcana coming in reverse. Now, yeah, like this, they needed some time out to gather themselves. They didn't like the way they were handling things, coming forward to you, the way the relationship was affecting you, and they required some time alone to gain some perspective. We have the Six of Wands coming in reverse. And we have the Justice, Libra Major Arcana coming in reverse. It's like a tunnel vision that this person is finding themselves to be in. And at this moment, they don't see a way out, or didn't. They just feel very stuck. The World coming in and Queen of Cups coming in. They just keep saying the timing wasn't right, the timing wasn't right. I couldn't see things, realize things in time. Suddenly feeling so hazy. While they may have been the one propagating to take things slowly and all of that, but internally, in reality, it was not alarming, but causing certain kind of anxiety in them, worry in them that things weren't, like there's so many obstacles or outside influence, something or the other that they had to achieve, also certain goal that they just had to achieve before they could indulge in love, romance. I just didn't have the time. That's the energy which is coming in. The Magician coming in reverse. There's a bit of greed which is coming in. And certain shocking setback in their life, perhaps in work, which triggered this realization in them. It's almost like in order to achieve one thing, they put this connection on a back burner. And they really thought maybe even moving away, creating distance would actually help the two of you garner your own personal goals. But there's this, with the world coming in, it's like almost this person thinking, what's the purpose of it? At the end of it, what was the purpose of it? Why did I become so tunnel visioned? The Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. They knew what they had with you, the potential thereof, but they just remained too indecisive to make a move, too confused to move, and couldn't ground this connection properly the way they really wanted. Too much confusion. It's almost like the cross point, two of swords coming in as a cross point, asking them, do you want work, career to grow or love to grow? And they made a choice. And the thing is, they're realizing right now that they didn't have to choose one. They could have chosen both. All right, what's the advice coming in for number 3? All right. You have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. There's a cycle which is coming to an end with the tea light getting finished. And it was very much required. There's divine intervention which occurred in order for a new chapter in this to occur. But the separation was required for both of you to accept things how they are. Like, the roles you played. There's certain kind of projections also which were going on. And the friendship which drew you together was getting affected. That's the energy which is coming in. All right. So we have, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I feel rather than being hot and heavy or complaining too much or being too confrontational, it'll be better to calm down. And if this person requires space, let them, because that's the time where they can align with their thoughts. So if there is certain kind of, right now also, a bit of communication not being so strong and all, it's okay, let it be. This person may just be feeling very overwhelmed or may genuinely be very busy figuring out their financial scene. See what I'm feeling over here. There's a little bit of remorse which is coming in, a little bit of pain which is coming through. It's almost like feeling that they are tied up by the current situations. There's certain kind of realization which came in and they realized, like, I've put myself in a mental cage. I've imprisoned myself with this belief system and I need to step out again. And I don't know, for some reason my heart goes out to this person. With the imageries also which are coming in over here. From their perspective, they literally feel limited by their current situations, circumstances. But in their heart, they just want to come to you. And have this victory with you. It all started with very genuine intentions, friendship, the base, the foundation was really nice and all of that. But with the delays and everything which occurred, an ending of that cycle was very much inevitable. This person misses you a lot. Just getting a little overwhelmed channeling their feelings. Because this person is just saying, I just wish things were different. I just wish circumstances were different. I wish I could drop everything and just rush back to you and rekindle what is between you and I. Because we deserve this happy ending. We deserve to go on this journey. And you can see number 1 and number 2, I was a little aloof from all of that. But here it is like, I don't know. Maybe from your perspective, it may be like, it's just a decision away or a perspective change which is required. But this person just sees their current circumstances as the truth, and what they're deciphering from that, being tied up, being limited and all of that, being pulled in different direction and stuff like that. They just feel that they have to deal with it first, achieve a goal first before they can come towards you. It's almost like a promise that they've made. But it just caused more and more delays, and there's this, they can sense resentment from your end. Rightly so, is what someone said, one of the viewers. I always knew you were my other half. You make me feel things I've never felt before. I want to impress you. And it's like, they wanted to provide for you and all. Even there, if there is no need for it, they feel very protective. They have that desire. I just heard you make me feel like a man. And it's not gender based, but it's that stepping up. I'm scared of losing you. I don't think this person has ever fully showcased to you how much you mean to them. And I'm not even getting irritated. Usually I do tend to get irritated after a certain point, because it's like this person genuinely believes circumstances are not allowing them in their life to come towards you. That's the major belief system which is coming in as a limitation. And that illusion is going to break very soon. That's also coming in. And we have, it doesn't feel right being apart from you. Even in the distance, this person, if they could drop everything and come towards you, they'd love that. And in the distance also, they've started thinking about the future potential between the two of you. If this is something which has come to an end, they'd come to a phase where they were realizing consciously and had started allowing themselves slowly to think of a future with you, and things just ended. That's also coming in. May or may not be true. Okay, no. Felt as if I was losing myself. I did what I knew best then. I lose myself in your eyes. Very intense exchange of looks. Eye contact, very... Even if they won't say it, you could feel it through the intense look in their eyes when they glanced at you, locked their eyes with you. I remember every detail. Gosh, the last time we met, I can see clearly now. I need to deal with this first. And I feel a little pressured at this time. They feel like, with time ticking, chop chop energy which is coming in. They're realizing also where things went off. They still have certain things that they have to deal with. And but they know that they're losing a chance with you. And kind of like, it's all in the timing. And the window of opportunity is very quickly going away, sliding out of their hands. That's what it feels like. And also with the tower coming in, and I remember every detail, there are certain flashbacks that they're having, and and their own feelings and all are all coming in front. More clarity which is coming in, and with that clarity they want to come in and talk to you. Expect a call or a text from this person soon. Soon will be different for everyone because there's a lot which is going on over here. And the last time that you guys met or even spoke on the phone, like a little bit of physical element, not texting, but a phone call or meeting in person, had changed their perspective in a good way, but it may have been a little late, and they took the time to ruminate about that. And by that time, perhaps you felt a certain way and made certain decisions because you felt we are going on the same thing again. This person just feels that time is not on this side. Time is of the essence, and it's like this person has always been waiting for the perfect time to present itself, but they have to realize, or had to realize, that the perfect timing was in the now. You have to create it sometimes rather than waiting and postponing, like it'll come. Sometimes it just never comes that way. You have to make an opportunity. I have a tendency of obsession, which is over here also, because they're completely consumed by you. They still are. And in the movie Finding Nemo, when the seagulls were like, mine, 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 and this person feels you're theirs. You're mine, you're mine. I want to make you mine. You deserve better coming in. You are my sunshine. You've really helped them along through a difficult patch in their life. This person could be going through a dark night of the soul, and it's not easy. Awakening is not always easy. I can see a future with you. You inspired me every day. I want to make things work this time. This ownership that they want to, like, it's not ownership over you, but accountability, this stepping it up, that's the motivation which is coming in. This person is quite highly motivated to make things right with you. I'm listening to a song. You could have a song with them and they're listening to it right now. You, or this could be listening to romantic songs also. You enhanced my soul journey. I am awakening. Awakening is coming in with the tower moment also coming through. Divine intervention is occurring for this person. Even the ancestors, one of the ancestors, like a grandfather energy is coming in, is really trying to wake them up. I'm undergoing a cosmic shift, new realities that they are awakening to, which are less fear-based and more based in love and truth. I dream about you a lot. They catch themselves daydreaming about you also. This person is thinking about advancing things forward, and they will soon start acting upon the realizations that they've had in regards to you and this connection, because I can see that this person may want to take things slowly, but it's like slowly but surely get to that future that they envision with you. So that's the energy which is coming through. One leaf has fallen from the ring. These are just these metal wire roses which I just coiled together. So a new chapter, a new leaf, olive branch which will be extended towards you is something which is coming through. This person doesn't want to play games. They surely may have acted immaturely or inadequate when it came to romantic relationships, kind of a thing, but it's changing. Things are changing in your favor. That's the energy which is coming through quite a bit. I was asked to take this this airmail confessions again. Okay, these two are the last ones. I am so very sorry. And before the reading started, I was thinking about this card in particular. Honest apology, or they realize that there's an apology that they have to make. Interesting, we have 777 with spiritual awakening, downloads. This says the triggers were for us both to spiritually grow coming in. So they're growing up, maturing up, becoming aware of certain things. Victim mode, which is going away. Evolution, growth, which is coming in. Change in perspective also coming through. Old narratives that they're letting go of. And they realized they too were projecting. And it was complicating things, and they don't want any of that now. This person, if they are taking space, they're really working on healing themselves and changing their own perspective about their own self. It's that who am I really is something that they are. Who am I presenting myself as? How do I want the world to see me, kind of a thing which is coming in now. Because this person may have been a shapeshifter. They would change in accordance to the crowd they were dealing with, kind of a thing. With you, there's this, you touched their soul. And you made them feel things they weren't used to. Like, it's almost like they've had their first love and all of that, but true love energy which is coming in over here, and it made them act in not the best way. But they do understand the kind of value you have. They always did. Even if they told you, didn't tell you, they always knew your value, your role in their life, because they feel you didn't meet by chance, you were fated, destined to meet, cross paths, and you changed their world. And they were for a very long time resisting their own spiritual growth because you inspired them a lot, gave them also knowledge or certain things that they weren't interested in the past, like philosophies or spirituality and all of that. They are on the low opening up to all of that, and it's changing how they view life, the matrix, conditioning, all of that, which is unearthing right now. So that's what's coming in. Of all the three piles, this is the one where I feel like, this has potential, legit potential to become better. But it requires free will at both ends for you both to get aligned for union. The timing, it's the card which is coming into my mind is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play. That's the card which is coming into my mind specifically. So that's that. And my hair was over here. So they could be very, like, they love your hair, could be unique. And also with that, I feel they're shedding old skin, and it takes, that transformation takes time. So give them the space. You also take the space to heal and expand your life. That's what's coming in, all right? Enjoy the ride. Surrender your worries, surrender your concerns. Whatever is meant for you will not pass you. And space is, if space is all that is required, then give it that space. Give your relationship a breather. And don't worry, everything will be out in the open. That's what's coming in. So I hope this was beneficial for you. And if you enjoyed this reading, then please do hit the thumbs up. Until next time, Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe high, my lovely moon.